Hey guys, Luke Skadoosh here, and welcome back to another one of these videos. And yep, another year has passed for the Luke Skadoosh channel. And what do I have to say about it? I don't really know. I mean, 2024 was like the best year and also the worst for me. So, but hey, who am I to judge? This may be the best year or the worst year. I don't know. I mean. What a better way to end the year off by looking back into this revolutionary time for Luke Skadoosh. I don't know. Let's just get to the video. So I mean the beginning of the year started alright. I mean, I started off with a sequel to the last video I did for 2023. And then I made the Lego movie video to celebrate its 10th anniversary. And oh my gosh. And this isn't going to be the only time I did something for its 10th anniversary.
We'll get to it.
And then and of course, the biggest video I was doing in February was the sequel to the obligatory Valentine's Day video, which in my opinion, I think it is far more better. Really love the video. I love how that I just made my characters more interesting. And I like my characters so much. Oh my god! And then creative block happened. Yeah, there's like a lot of stuff going on, which I'll mention later in this video. So, yeah, I wasn't really having a good time around February. So, but during this time of creative block, I was talking to one of my friends, and I'm like, hey, what happens if I did like animation and such? And then she was like, yeah, you can go ahead and do that.
And so I did.
So I guess the first animated video was the Nice Opinion animation. I mean, for it being the first animation I have done besides like flip notes, I think it's a pretty banger job. I think it slaps. It was kind of my way to introduce this kind of my art style a little bit more than just this simple Luke Skadoosh art style. Something that I like to call an art style I like to call my own, really, though. And then I followed that up with the mug, which was and it's pretty cool. And then I did the sequel to the April Fool's video. Third animation I did was Peppermint, which is my favorite video out of the entire animation stuff, because it kind of showed a lot more of Rex and Amy, which I like. And then around May, I announced that I was gonna do the Luke Tapes Season 2, also called the Jackson King Archives, and I started it with the interview. And it's kind of like the only episode out. I swear I'm gonna make more. I don't really have much time to do stuff anymore. But don't worry, it will happen. And then guess what? I graduated. Yippee! And that's when I actually revealed my face. What do you expect? Was I gonna point out how my face looked? No, I just look like an average dude. I'm surprised I haven't lost subscribers like Dream did. And guess what? Can you take a wild guess? Yeah, that's right. Another dry season, baby. But this was kind of for a reason, since I was working at a job, so that kind of took a little bit of my time. But don't worry. For the 4th of July, I made the sequel to the Transformers video, Transformers Bumblebee, baby, and it did pretty good. Really. And you know what's funny? That I like the video more than the actual movie itself. because I haven't watched it in like 6 years. And then I made the creator versus OC video, which is like the first animation I did with like my voice and whatnot, which is pretty cool. I did the Five Nights at Freddy's movie in a nutshell, and that was basically for the FNAF 1's 10th anniversary. Gosh, I feel so old. And then that was kind of it for me for like the rest of the 3 months, because guess what? I had to go to college, and then I was busy with that. Whoops. But then I did like make shorts. Yeah. Yep, I've fallen from grace and I uploaded shorts. But they aren't that bad. They get some views, but like I'm not really relying on shorts in general. I just don't really like shorts. I mean, it's just whenever I need to. And that's how it just kind of felt like, you know. My channel was just kind of on an unexpected hiatus just because I was busy with college and whatnot. And then I'm like, oh crap, my birthday's coming up, and then I made, you know, the birthday video animation. I mean, at least my 19th birthday was actually a really good day, really though. I mean, it was probably the best birthday I could have. Oh yeah, and also I forgot to mention that I was in a video about ranking FNAF OCs, and I appear in the video, which was pretty cool. I'll leave the video down in the description because this guy is really goated, and the video was really good. Alright, back to the video. And then for Halloween, I made the security footage, which I really liked that video, and kind of made the whole story, the loop tapes, more interesting. I don't know. Now, before we start talking about the biggest video, I like to mention one thing is that during this time I joined a little bit something called the I don't know, it's the and then started to begin a Minecraft server. Now, I'm gonna go in there because hey, I want to be in this video, and I did pop up in this video. Like right here, and the second video there.
That's right, I made a gosh darn wiki about me.
I made a lot of like great friends on the server. Overall, it was a really, really fun time there. And I'm thinking to myself, what if I add a group of a cast of of voices for my biggest, which was of course Transformers 1. And my opinion on Transformers 1, oh my gosh, it's the best Transformers movie I have ever watched. I kid you not that it is more better than Rise of the Beasts in every single way. Number one, there's no humans finally. And number two, I really loved Optimus and Megatron, or I guess Orion Pax and D16. It was a really good movie, and probably like the top movies of all time for me. Maybe we will get that Transformers 1 sequel. Maybe. But anyway, I decided to make, a video about Transformers 1, and it was insane. Like, I was not expecting it to be like 26 minutes long. I was completely oblivious to that because there's just like so much packed into it. And also I gathered, a group of a group of voices to voice the video, to voice the characters. The characters that were voiced by other people, or Elita one that was voiced by Vivabel, which is a Boffy Rebellion member. Darkwing was voiced by Mr. Cool Guy. Serial Tomato voiced, the 2 lines for RC, and they all did a pretty good job. Yeah, they did a fantastic job. Really though, I mean, I just love it. So, yeah, that's about it. Yeah, kind of a short catalog, but I guess I kind of strived over quality over quantity, and I think that's probably a good thing, And also, this year I started an Instagram where I mostly just post art and post about something about my life and whatnot. I think I was kind of more active on Instagram more than on YouTube, to be honest. But like that's just because like I post stories about like my drawings or whatever I feel like that day. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's about it. So, Happy New Year, and I guess I'll see you next year. Bye. Hello there. Now this is gonna be the part of the video that's more serious. So trigger warning. If you want to skip this part, that's completely okay. Since I'm probably gonna be talking about some heavy topics. So yeah. As for the people that are still here, thank you for staying. This year kind of started a bit rough with a family member of mine passing away this year, and just feeling alone while making the Valentine's Day video. Don't get me wrong, I still loved making that video, and it made my characters a lot more interesting, and I love it. I love Rex and Amy, but I just couldn't help the feeling of being alone during that time. Even though I had friends at school, I couldn't shake the feeling. For better or for worse, I felt like shit. And I had my time to grieve and collect my thoughts and whatnot. And then I started to feel, a little bit more better, helping out with FFA and whatnot, getting involved with it as, before I, leave high school. And sooner or later, I graduated. And the feeling felt amazing. Like I was done with this part of my life, and now I can start with a new chapter of my life. And when I worked at my job, which was a small farm in which I mowed and weed eat, and it was a fun time to work there, especially when me, my boss, or like some other kid I was working with, we like go out to eat or something like that during lunch break. It was fantastic. I don't see myself working at a regular job, but I guess that's what happens when you work at a farm in the Midwest. So, but I still couldn't shake the feeling of being alone, even though I had incredible people to work with, and I'm definitely gonna return there next summer. When it was time to move to college, I felt anxious, scared, and I didn't really knew that much people. But that was until, I met my roommates, which they were really nice, really good, really chill people. And this group of friends down the hallway, just on the same floor as me, I became best friends with them. And one of them was the best damn friend I could have asked for. And that friend has helped me become a better version of myself for the better. The only time I felt really alone was if they were working on homework or if it was like nighttime and they were all asleep. I mean, sure, I was a bit bummed, but I still had time to hang out with her, understanding that we are both busy with college and just talking about whatever pops up in our mind. This year is when I was learning more about myself. I started to think more deep into myself till I found out who I mean to be. A kind, funny person, but with a selfless heart that cares for others. If you learned anything in this video, is that just try to be kind to others, because you don't know what they're dealing with. People are dealing with their own battles, but just with a little bit of kindness can make the world a better place. So And as of now, I will probably take a very long break with YouTube, and I might like start post. I don't know when, but I'll probably come back. Just not as frequent, but still come back. Well, I think that's it for me. So, see y'all in 2025. See ya. Apologies for the B-roll. It's very foggy today.